Debonair. Okay.
But okay, is this a red flag? So I was briefly talking to this dude and he's 25 and he's like, I've never had a girlfriend, but was very sketchy. I'm like, should somebody, is it ideal to date somebody that's that old and never had a girlfriend? Like, what does that mean?
Is he still a virgin? Like, what do you mean? He's
He
still a
claimed
virgin?
to be. He said, "Oh, I have 4 bodies, but I've never had a girlfriend." And but I'm like, or is that a dude's way of lying to make it seem like they're pure?
No, if he was trying to lie to make himself look pure, he would have lied and say he was a virgin. You know what I'm saying? So he probably one of those guys that don't like to be in relationships, just like sleeping with different females. So it could be that. So maybe he could be correct. I mean, he probably never had a girlfriend. I want to say that's a red flag, though.
You don't see that's a red flag? Okay.
I don't think that's a red flag, in my opinion.
Like,
nah, I don't think that's a red flag in my opinion. I think that's I respect the honesty, man. Like if I had a chick come and tell me, hey, yo, listen, I got like 15 bodies, but I'm ready to settle down. I'd be like, damn, all right, you know what? You could have lied and be like, you know, no, because I deal with it all the time. Like chicks will be like, oh, last time I had sex 4 years ago, and then come to find out you had sex 2 weeks ago with some random guy, and I had to find out from someone else. I would rather hear from the horse's mouth. So if he was to tell me straight up, hey, ABC 1 2 3, then all right, cool. 9 times out of 10, I'll probably would deal with it. But if we get together and it's based on a lie, and I have to hear it, or I find out from you or from someone else later on down the line, it's not going to end well. So yeah. if he tell you the truth straight up, then I respect it. I respect it.
Okay, bet.
If that is the truth.
Not that I'm talking to them anymore because it's a long story. It's a long road story, but anyways, just ew.
Listen, I'm so terrified of getting married, man. Like you have no idea. Like I just relationships in general, man, with all the stuff that's been going on with like Lori Harvey and all these other people, man, I'm terrified, man. Like I don't want to be like, I don't want to be in a serious committed relationship, start having kids only to find out that probably 1 or 2 of the kids ain't mine, or to come to find out she's been cheating the whole time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want that to happen to me, man. I don't want that to happen. I got home. Majority of my friends are females. And the few of my female friends that's married, a lot of them come to me and they tell me like, oh, listen, me getting married was a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want that to I don't want that to be my wife. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that'll be damn crushing. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, but what I also realize is social media emphasizes the negative aspects of everything. So when you go online, it gives an overview of marriages and relationships as things that are just bound to fail. Because look at Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. And we hear that, then you see Lori Harvey, and the list goes on. Or Diddy saying that he's single but dating young Maya. The list goes on, and you're like, are everybody like this? And it makes you scared. I feel like people need to emphasize the positives of things more too on social media, so we don't get clouded and think everything is bad. But I'm sure there's good people out there, like good marriages out there that are not like going through DNA tests trying to figure out if half the kids are the baby fathers and all those extra things.
Yeah. Nah, yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I'm terrified of it, man. I'm terrified. I've seen my homeboys go through it. I've seen people on social media. Like I try not to like watch too many celebrities and stuff like that, but you know, obviously it's always in our face. So I try not to look at them because my life is nowhere near the comparison of their life. You know what I'm saying? But I've had my homie, I don't know if I told you, but I had my homeboy years ago. He had three kids from this one chick, right? And then 2 of the 3 kids wasn't his. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like stuff like that, when I see, and I tell people all the time, like, bro, I never seen a grown ass man cry like that in my life. Like, I was about to cry for this man. I'm over here like, damn, bro, it's gonna be okay, bro. It's gonna be okay. But I'm sitting there thinking, like, damn, like, what are the chances of something like that happening to me? What is the chances of, like, for example, my homegirl telling me, oh, well, you know, I don't want to be married anymore, and oh, you know, I'm not attracted to him, or I'm this, that, and the third, Like, those things can happen to me, well, to both of us. Those things can happen to me, and it's just like, yo, I don't want none of that crap to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even care about the damn embarrassment. It's just like a failure. You know what I'm saying?
And what's scary is the people who get up mid-relationship and be like, I don't even like you anymore. What? Like, that's not something that you can fix. And it's so random, even to the person who's saying it, random. It's very scary. It's very scary to get married, honestly. I don't know. I still have hopes for the future, but it's very, very scary.
I'm terrified of it, man. I'm terrified. I was telling my grandma that, especially back when I graduated, my grandma's like, "Oh yeah, you finished your master's now. Now you need to be married. You need to that." I'm like, "Grandma, listen, dating nowadays is not like how it was back in the damn 40s and 50s. You know what I'm saying? Like back then, you can go on 2-3 dates and then get married after. Nowadays, you got people that will string you along for years only to find out, oh, I'm not interested."
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I really don't want to deal with it. And the amount of women that I've messed with, a lot of them tell me the same thing. Like, oh, okay, like after a year and a half, I'm bored in a relationship, or I start messing with other guys, I start doing ABC 1, 2, 3. Like those things can possibly happen to me and everybody else. So it's like, I would prefer for you to keep it real with me from the jump, which people don't want to because they want to have their cake and eat it too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and so a chick will look at me on some, oh, okay, well, you know, Dev's a provider, Dev can do this, that, and third, but I'm tired of being married to him and I'm gonna start sleeping with the damn pool boy or the UPS man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You know, it's the most ridiculous thing I've heard too. Like, oh, he's just too nice. Like a girl, because they're like, he's just too good. Like they just so used to toxicity. They get married to a decent person and they feel like they're missing something because they're not used to that.
Yeah.
It's insane. But how do you feel about that Johnny Depp Amber Heard case?
Oh, I was happy. He should have won. He should have won more than 15 million.
I'm so happy for him. The only thing though is I cannot believe she's appealing the case. Like just take your L and leave.
She's not gonna win the appeal. She's not gonna win the appeal. Like everybody has a chance to appeal anything, like especially when it comes to court verdicts. You can appeal anything. Like even if you, like, for example, you ran a stop sign and they got you on camera, you can still appeal it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you can appeal literally anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she's gonna win, but she's just gonna stretch this out longer than what it needs to be. It'll probably be over in maybe another 3 months, maybe 6 months or whatever. It'll be like officially like done to the point where it's like, yo, there's nothing else you can do. But like at this point, like it's a wrap, man. She tried to like file for bankruptcy and the judge like, nah, bro, you gotta pay all that back.
It's some law that she couldn't file for bankruptcy based upon how she got the money in the first place. But you're broke. I don't understand why you're trying to drag it through the court system any longer when you're broke. You got $7 million from Johnny and you owe him like what, 15, if I'm not mistaken. So why
15 and he has to pay her 2 million. So 13 million. Yeah.
13 million. You don't even have that type of money and more than half of the people don't want to work with you. I heard there's rumors that she has like 2 movie roles lined up. God knows whether or not, you know?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, like this is a loss for women that are in domestic violence. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that situation.
No, you can say that. Yeah.
Like, you're not a victim. It's been proven time and time again. You're so quick to take pictures of everything, but not anything related to him beating you except a fake bruise that was gone the next day.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. But this is the first time a woman who frames a man gets held accountable in front of the public. Because he was able, you even saw it with the governor of New York, Andrew Cuomo, whenever all those women out and were like, oh, he did this to me, this, just for it to come to a realization that none of those things had occurred.
Yeah.
But he still had to step down. His name got ruined. If I was him, I would have been suing all those women too. Like, you destroyed my career because you can get up, say anything you want, and you know that's the card you can pull. Just like, I feel like the race card and the domestic violence and sexual assault cards are used to destroy people.
Yeah, no, I agree. No, I agree. I personally like and I've had situations like this happen to me before. Back when I was in when I was doing my associates, I've had situations like that before. Like a chick got mad at me because like and this is the thing that was so stupid. Like I caught feelings for her. Like I started falling in love with her, and we were sleeping together for like maybe like 3.5, 4 months straight. You know what I'm saying? So I told her, I'm like, yo, listen, like, bro, we've been sleeping together literally damn near 4-5 times per week for the last 3-4 months. We might as well make it official. Like, what's up? And she was like, no, I don't want to. What she said, I'm trying to focus on God and all this, that, which was cap, but whatever. It's stupid. And so she's like, oh, well, I'm trying to focus on me, focus on God, and this, that, and third, I prefer if we just keep doing what we're doing. I'm like, hey, yo, listen, well, I'm catching feelings for you. So it's either we're going to be together and we can continue doing this, or we're just going to stop. So she ended up calling my bluff. I cleared it. She got back to campus, talk about, oh, Dev was a womanizer. He played me. He did this, that, and third. All those things. I'm just like, damn, bro, that's what we doing? Like, that's how we do. So
trying to wife you, and you said nah.
That's how it goes. I got plenty of stories like that when chicks do stupid stuff just because they're mad because, okay, we're not having sex anymore, we're not together anymore. Like, I was happy for him for doing that. I was happy for him for doing it. I was like, yo, good job. Congratulations, because a lot of guys go through these things all the time, but we almost never. I could have sued her for defamation. I could have reported her to the dean. No, for real, I could have, but I did it. You know what I mean? So no, man, I was happy for him. She talked about, damn, it's a loss for women that's going through. No, it's not a loss. It was a win for men that went through this, because you see guys like Anthony Broadwater who did like 15 years in prison for a fake sexual assault, and it never happened. She later on admitted 30 years later, oh, okay, it was him. Like, no, don't admit it now. Like, no, it's too late now.
And it's like, oops, my bad. And like, you just missed out on days. You didn't get to have kids. You didn't, like, you know what I mean? You have one life and you destroyed his life.
The finish line, I ran past it. So egotistic, so cocky, so conceited, cause I'm better than your average. I'm mad sick when I spit that shit. When I spit that flow, she gon' want to catch my drift. Soon as a nigga get some money, they try to spit on it. They ain't put it